Hello and welcome on 360 Sport for the weekend. We just have to appreciate the fact that we have to talk about sport and you stay glued to watch us there. I am Adeniyi Ajisafe. We just have to look at the stories trending in the world of sport. For the weekend, match day 36 in MPFL will be coming up, and the teams are really raring to go to see who leads, who actually stays on the MPFL, and also the team that will be dropping, that will be coming up later as we'll be previewing all the games that will be coming up in the MPFL. But before we do that, we have to look at activities that happen in the world of sport for the week. During the week, a lot of issues here and there in the world of sport. Let's start from volleyball, where the Nigerian Volleyball Federation, beach volleyball now actually says the tour will be starting from July. We are in July now, and now they'll be going around Nigeria to make sure they sensitize Nigerian concerning beach volleyball, because they want to make that particular sport a popular one in Nigeria. Right now, the Nigerian Volleyball Federation are doing everything possible to promote this sport and make sure the Nigerian youth are into beach volleyball. We know that beach volleyball is not as popular as volleyball in Nigeria, but right now it's gaining momentum, because over there in Kebbi, Badagry, all parts of River State, even Cross River, they play beach volleyball. But they are trying to make sure beach volleyball is more popular. So all around Nigeria, they'll be going on tour to make sure they alert Nigeria concerning beach volleyball. Good one coming from Nigerian Volleyball Federation there. See, looking at activities that happen during the week in the world of sport. Now we look at another story, but before we look at that, let's enjoy some, at least some volleyball before we actually go to the next story.
The most difficult game I played is with Force. That's Chief of Army Staff team. In the first place, we defeated them 3-0, and all the minor scores were below 20.
Pleased to have a feel of some volleyball there, as we're talking about the activities that happen during the week, where Nigerian Volleyball Federation are doing everything possible to make sure they go around Nigeria on tour to sensitize Nigerian concerning beach volleyball propagation across the country. Good one there. Now let's talk about Nigerian National League, where issues that have to do with violence are occurred during the match between Jay Atete, as they actually attacked the referee, their Patience Uweke, who actually was taken to the hospital. But right now, they banned 6 players after that game. Jay Atete players, they were also banished to Ebonyi State. Well, those players, Onos John, Daniel Adu, Gostime Edoo, Zibiri Erumosele, and you have Edafe Steven alongside Shemaye Atemajiro. Those are the players that have been banned by the Nigerian National League for their involvement in beating up the ref. That's Patience Uweke, who was attacked during that particular game. And now let's look at the verdicts coming from the NNL concerning the team, that is JATT, and also talking about JATT and also One Rocket. NNL also exiled FC One Rocket to the Rogeni Stadium in Oba, Anambra State, where they will be playing their final 2 home games of the season under closed door for beating up and inflicting bodily injuries to coach of Go Round FC, Nguchi Elechi there. Another injury that actually was sustained by another person there. 1 million naira as medical bill, 1 million naira for not providing adequate security, and they extended an eviction order to the chairman of FC One Rocket, Right Honorable Unse Essien, to appear before his compliance unit to explain the alleged threats and utterances before the match with Go Round. Well, good one there coming from the NNL. At least they are trying to sanitize the league. Well, JATT and FC One Rocket, they actually been dealt with there to let them know that what they did was actually very, very wrong. We need to sanitize our league. It's becoming so common that violence here and there, even in the MPFL, it's right now another issue, because people are not too happy for the fact that issue of violence is becoming a norm in Nigerian football. We just hope that everything will go well concerning all this. Still looking at what happened during the week in Nigerian sport and also beyond. Now let's look at another issue that actually came up during the week that has to do with NLO, Nationwide League One. Nationwide League One released promotion relegation format for the clubs to know. They need to know all the format that has to do with promotion and also the relegation. Let's look at the format that actually they took to at least for the clubs to understand. Let's look at those formats quickly as we talk about NLO. Do not register any player that has played in the just concluded Division 2 league. Any player presently in Division 1 must obtain transfer clearance from his club and his previous license in Division 1 withdrawn. And any club or player that violates these directives will not be spared. Failure to comply with the directives above, we have serious consequences. Still talking about the NLO there, still looking at all the rules and regulations. And all, now this has to do with the registration of player. But now looking at the other one that has to do with promotion and also the relegation of teams. Well, from the way it is, it's high time that all the partakers, the players and the clubs need to understand all the rules and regulations that actually govern Nigerian football, because without them knowing, they will always be breaching all these rules and regulations. Nationwide League Board approved that at the end of the season, promotion and regulation will be as follows. From Division 1, 8 teams will be promoted to Nigerian National League, while 8 teams will be relegated to Division 2. That any promoted team to the Nigerian National League, NNL, that sell off its slot shall not be allowed to return to NLO with the same name. As for Division 2, 16 teams will be promoted to Division 1, while same number of teams will be relegated from Division 2 to State League. Any team that is relegated from Division 1 to 2 can only retain a minimum of 10 players that are above 19 years in their teams, while in the State League, only 16 teams will be promoted to NLO Division 2 League. The board also approved the promotion to Division 1 all second best position teams in the just concluded 2022 Division 2 League. It also informed that at the end of the current season, Division 3 will be merged with Division 2. Still talking about the NLO, talking about all the promotional rules and regulations. Ahead of 2023 season, the NLO informed that Division 2 League will be known as a youth league, strictly for players within under 19. That's the rule and regulation now that has to do with NLO, Nationwide League One. And we just have to pop that up, because if we don't, no one else will do that, because we have to promote our own sport. We have to promote our own league. With the way we talk about the foreign league, well, very good, but we need to promote our own. That's the rule and regulation that has to do with promotions and relegation of clubs in the Nationwide League One, the third tier of Nigeria League. And earlier on, we talked about the NNL, the Nigerian National League, also rolling out their own regulation concerning the teams that were banned for violence against the referees that actually refer their games. Good one there We've been looking at activities that happened during the week in the world of sport, and now we move away from the NLO and also NLL verdicts. Let's talk about federal government. Just recently, the Golden Eagles of Nigeria did well, winning the WAFB Championship in Ghana, precisely at Cape Coast, as they were able to defeat Ghana. They defeated Burkina Faso in the final. Also, they won against Togo and also Cote d'Ivoire. Congrats to the team. They were hosted by the federal government here in Abuja at the VIP lounge of the MKO Abiola Stadium for doing us so proud, winning all their 4 games, as they were able to do so well despite the short time that was available for them to train together as a team. Congrats to the entire team who actually did a yeoman's job for winning WAFB and also qualifying for the Under-17 African Championship that will be coming up in Algeria. And now let's look at how they were hosted by the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sport Development, Sunday Dari.
Yes. He was also the MVP in the last match and the goalkeeper of the match.
I'm very, very happy for my team and for my players, for the support of the fans, for giving me the support to be among the best in the tournament. And I want to thank each and every one of Nigerian citizens for the support for the game in Ghana. And the idea just come out from the big coach, the main coach, that this is a lifetime opportunity that we need to take each time seriously in the pitch.
On several occasions, I was at the Nigerian Football Federation when I was invited by the General Secretary and those in charge of the team and our man, the Vice President of the NFF, one of the Vice Presidents as well, because the President wasn't around, he was attending to a lot of issues. I complained to them and they took it upon themselves to ensure that no matter what the situation is, no matter the short period that we had, that they will do the necessary things to ensure that we got this thing going, and at the end of the day, here we are today achieving this. They've done so well with this very little period. But the thing is that they promised me again, even while I was over there, when we got to the finals, they said if they can see this, the GS said, then automatically that if we had enough time for this, that most probably we will do a lot better. So our aims and objective at the beginning was to achieve these short-term goals by ensuring that we give to these young guys those information that is necessary, scientifically that is necessary to control the game and control the outcome as well. You can see some of the matches, the countries that came against us controlled the game, but we controlled the outcome. So these are the information. I believe much in process than just achieving results without process. So the issue here is that we've done so well, and going forward, we should do a lot better.
Honorable Minister, Coach Verde, as rightly introduced by the Minister of Ceremony, he was the captain of the first edition of...
When your coach, Ubade, grabbed the mic, I noticed the vitality, the strength, the coherence of his remarks. And I translated that to the evidence of what we have seen the team he has coached, performed, and by winning the trophy. So let me once again congratulate our dear Golden Eaglets for doing the nation proud in Cape Coast, Ghana. Winning the WAFU B Under-17 tournament is praiseworthy on its own. But also you did it so convincingly in Ghana. And that makes it more soul-lifting and very heartwarming. On behalf of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who loves football dearly, and on behalf of the Nigerian people, especially the football-loving and fanatical fans, I want to specially commend the Golden Eagle players as a team and individually. But I want to specially thank the coaching crew, led by one of our living football legends, Nduka Ogbade. And of course, I want to thank the Nigerian Football Federation for the hard work and the sacrifices they put in making this success a reality.
Congratulations to the Golden Eaglets of Nigeria, scooping that particular competition. They won it so convincingly, scoring so many goals, and we just have to appreciate what they did. Now, still talking about the Golden Eaglets, during the week, 5 of the best 11 players were actually Nigerians. We need to look at those players who did so well. According to the CAF released best 11 for the tournament. That's WAFU B under 17. We have 5 Nigerians who actually made it. Let's look at Emmanuel. Emmanuel was able to do so well as a number 3, and yet he scored so many goals, and we appreciate the fact that he's among them. Richard Odo, that is the goalkeeper. Emmanuel Michael, the most valuable player in 3 matches consecutively. Jeremiah Olaleke, Yahaya Lawal, and Abubakar Abdullahi Idris, they all made that particular squad in the best 11 that was released by WAFU B for the competition. Talking about the best player, the best 11 players that actually made that particular squad. Good one for Golden Eaglet, as they were able to, out of 11, we have 5. Congrats to the entire squad for what they did in that competition. And hopefully they will transfer that to the under-17 African Championship that will be coming on Algeria. A lot of people are waiting for us to have the third time we are winning mentality, because we won it twice, and now let's win it again. It is very possible before we go to the world level. We've won the World Cup 5 times, and now we've won African Cup 2 times. Hopefully, they will do well there. Now we're moving away from that and looking at another story that actually came up during the week. That has to do with Blessing Okagbare in athletics. Blessing Okagbare was earlier suspended for good 10 years. That's the ban they placed on her coming from Athletics Integrity Unit. But right now, for the fact that she evaded anti-doping violations, they actually added another 1 year to make it 11. Well, Okagbare doping ban extended to 11 years, coming from Athletics Integrity Unit. And that right now is not speaking well of Okagbare, because a lot of Nigerians were not too happy. Some are supporting, some are saying no. Why would he be like this? Well, from the way it is, let's actually look at why Athletics Unit, the Integrity Unit, what they said concerning the suspension or the added year to her suspension. Now, looking at the Athletic Integrity Unit, now looking at what they actually said concerning Blessing Okagbare. Well, from the way it is, where Athletic Integrity Unit are saying, well, if Blessing Okagbare had actually adhered to the rules and regulation of the unit, they wouldn't have actually done that. But for the fact that she did not, she was trying to evade the anti-doping violation, well, that had to come up, and now that's why they added extra 1 year, which could actually affect the quartet that qualified for the 4x100 meter relay race for women. And from the way it's going right now, it's possible that Nigeria will not be competing at the World Athletic Championship in Oregon, because of the fact that Blessing Okagbare was part of the quartet that qualified for the Oregon race. And now that she has been found wanting, it's possible that Nigeria will not be racing in that World Athletic Championship that will be coming up in Oregon. We hope that everything goes well. Blessing Okagbare is really going through a very trying period right now. Everything should just go well. 11 years ban for Blessing Okagbare in athletics. Not so good at all. Now we move away from Blessing Okagbare issue as we talk about Kano State government. Just recently, they appointed Ibrahim Galadima as the acting chairman of that club after what the former chairman, Yahaya Surajo, did, attacking or assaulting one of the assistant ref of the game between Kano Pillars and Dakada. Well, the man at the Aim of Affairs of Kano State Sports Commission, Ibrahim Galadima, is now the acting chairman to oversee the activities of Kano Pillars doing well in that particular league. Well, for now, we know that it has not been easy for the Mesugida boys. They want to still be in the MPFL, and they need someone with the experience. Ibrahim Galadima has been someone who has actually led the Nigerian Football Federation, then known as Association, and now Kano State Sports Commission, and still will be acting as the chairman to see how he can get things done well. Well, looking at the fact that Kano Pillars, they've been struggling concerning their matches. Just yesterday, news reached us that Ibrahim Galadima is promising the boys that he will make sure they get all the outstanding debt settled, and for the boys to be happy, for them to be able to prosecute their remaining games and make sure they remain in the MPFL. Well, that will be good, because right now, Kano Pillars are not really doing so well, and they just have to up their game because, well, with 3 matches to go, let's see what Kano Pillars will be doing concerning their games. Good one there. Kano Pillars now have at least an acting chairman who will see to the affairs of that particular club. That's one of the stories that actually came out during the week in Nigerian sporting world, and we've been looking at those stories that actually trended. Now we talk about CAF. Confederation of African Football released 30-man list that has to do with CAF Player of the Year award, and Mohsin Simon was among those names actually released that has to do with the likes of Mo Salah, Sadio Mane, and the rest. But right now, we have a Nigerian that actually been mentioned. Not so good, because gone are those days where we have Nigerians even winning the award, but now it's not really going well. Well, it's been nominated. We all know the truth that when you talk about performance, that award will not come to Nigeria. But for the fact that it was shortlisted, we have to appreciate the fact that, yes, it's been mentioned and recognized by CAF for making the 30-man shortlist list. But we know that it's still between Sadio Mane, Salah, Eduardo Mendy, and the likes of them. Well, we have another Nigerian that actually made the Young Player of the Year in Akikumi Amo. Akikumi Amo was being nominated, along others, for the Player of the Year award that has been won earlier by some Nigerians like Alex Iwobi, Victor Osimhen, Jomike Lobi, Taye Taiwo, not forgetting Obafemi Martins. They've all won that award, but now we're looking at Taiwo Akikumi too being nominated as part of the Young Player of the Year. When it comes to the category of Coach of the Year, Club of the Year, Inter-Club of the Year, no Nigerian club or team made that cut. Also, no Nigerian coach made that cut. So we just have to do something about our league. We have 20 teams in the Nigerian league. We have to up our games and do better next time so that we can be among the top teams that will be at least listed for this Club of the Year. Well, also for the coaches, we'll have to do more concerning that. Well, for CAF, we'll wait to see what's going to happen. Who will be winning it this time around? That's for the men that was released. We're still waiting for the women's category of the award. So congrats to Moses and also to Amo for being among the shortlisted player for the CAF award that will be coming up later. Now, see, looking at activities during the week, we look at another one that has to do with Abuja, the Federal Capital Authority of Nigeria, where Abuja International Marathon will be coming up. Well, it has been a long while now that different marathons in different cities in Nigeria, in Lagos, Ibadan, Abeokuta, everywhere. But Abuja, now they have international marathon of high standard where they are expecting over 60 international marathoners to come to Abuja. A lot of marathoners will be here to at least, let's see the city of Abuja, how beautiful it is. They will be looking at the revenue this particular race will be generating, and also looking at the tourist sites. A lot of places that could be visited, aside the fact that the sport is one of those sports that a lot of people want to come. The Kenyans, the Ugandans, the Ethiopians of this world will be flying down to Abuja to at least compete in that particular competition tagged Abuja International Marathon. Well, they are expecting 20,000 participants in this category, where it has been divided into two. We have 5-kilometer race, and we also have the one that is much, much longer. That has to do about 40 kilometers. If you know how to run, get your boots dusted and prepare ahead, because by December 17, 2022, that particular race will be seeing the light of the day. It will be happening live in Abuja, starting from the city gate, where the race will be commencing. And the organizer actually, they organized a press briefing concerning that particular race to let people know that it's coming, is edging close and close. And now they want to make sure Nigerians and also international world know about Abuja International Marathon. Let's have it.
The FCT administration in general, of course.
First, to actually say yes, we will be having. I think we deserve a resounding applause that Abuja has an international marathon. Thank you. For us, the focus is very simple because we can't overemphasize the socio-economic benefits of the marathon, first to the FCT itself, and of course to the people. I remember the day we had the presentation to the Honorable Minister. Part of our words were, Abuja is a beautiful shop whose doors are closed. The world needs to come and see what Abuja offers in terms of potentiality. Abuja has the capacity to build revenue that are unimaginable. So beyond the fact that we want to be able to promote wellness through road races, we are also very concerned about the value it brings in terms of revenue to the city and to our people.
2 kilometers. Only that we are not encouraged.
Consensus for this part of the table. Once, I was expecting to see you at the start line. It would just be better because, you know, they say the biggest room in the house.
One of us, especially the sporting press, who are our #1 stakeholders in this project, we can build a race that will rival the best of best around the world, like New York, London, and so forth. We will do that in record time. Thank you so much for your support, and God bless.
I want to...
The National Assembly of the Federal Republic of Nigeria fully back this particular project because it will enhance the image of this nation. And I also want to thank the President of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, for his noble ideas to ensure that he gives accelerated approval to this particular project. Because this type of project, they must have consulted Mr. President. And Mr. President doesn't give approval, they will never approve it. And Uni Central Resource Limited, we have to commend you and all the organizers of this particular marathon, Abuja Marathon.
Let's know. Praise.
Support.
It is something that people pay money to get, but it came to us free of charge. So I want to applaud those who took the initiative to bring this marathon to Abuja. I want to believe, as we have started well, we are also going to end it in a very positive note.
I want to actually say yes, we will be having somebody address us. Where's the microphone? No.
Abuja International Marathon press briefing there to let Nigeria and also the whole world know that it's coming down to Abuja. December 17th is the D-Day when that particular event will be holding at the FCT. Now we move away talking about, we just review all the activities that happened during the week, most of the story that actually trended big in the world of sport. Now let's move to talk about the one that will be happening, or the one that actually happened too, that has to do with the likes of Tobiloba Amusan in athletics. The lady has been in scintillating performance so far. She's been doing so well. She did well in Mauritius, she did well in France, and recently she also shined in Stockholm Diamond League, where she ran 12.50 seconds to come second behind Camacho. Camacho did well by winning the race 12.46. Our own Tobiloba Amusan came second by running 12.50. Earlier, Tobiloba Amush actually ran 12.41 to break her own record and also set that in Africa. Good one for her. Hopefully, she transferred this to the Commonwealth Games and also the World Athletic Championship that will be coming up in Oregon. She has really been on fire this season. Congrats to Tobiloba Amush and the entire Nigerian athletes who are doing so well to make sure they promote this great country when it comes to athletics. Now, let's talk about FIBA. FIBA World Cup qualifier that has to do with basketball, where it has started. Our team, Team Nigeria, that is the Tigers, they lost their first game against Cape Verde by 9 points, 70-79. Cape Verde won that game 79, and we actually scored 70. Well, they tried their best, but it wasn't too good. Maybe they're missing their coach, Mike Brown, who is now with Sacramento Kings. There. Well, we just look at the fact that our boys will be playing again today. They will be fighting out against Mali. We've met Mali 3 times. We've won all the games, and hopefully they can have that mentality by defeating Mali as they will be playing their second game in Group A. But for the first game, they lost against Cape Verde, just like a replica of what happened in November 2021 when we lost against them in that particular game there. We also lost by 9, this time around it was 71-78. Well, from the way it is, we need to up our game against Cape Verde anytime we are playing against them. But we believe our boys will do well in their second game after that particular removal from international basketball recently by the federal government. We are back to the mainframe of international basketball, and we hope that Nigerian team, that's the Tigers, will get their acts together, both the home-based and the foreign-based players, and do well in the game against Mali, and also actually make sure they qualify from this first leg of qualifiers that has been played in Kigali, Rwanda. We wish the Tigers all the best as they prosecute their second game against Mali today. Now, let's go on a short break as we let's look at what happened in Bauchi. That has to do with Swans. Their own Swan Week was conducted. They play football and also table tennis. Let's have some sporting activities from Bauchi State.
Musa,
Great pleasure because I think since 2016, we've not had the opportunity of coming together in such an avenue. It's quite a great honor that we are coming together for the 2024 competition. Secondly, the essence of this competition is to, bring journalists and their co-workers together, to spend some time out of work to fraternize, to socialize, and to share love, and improve on our friendship. So that is the major essence of the competition. It's all about playing and winning. Yes, we are going to play a couple of games like football, badminton, Scrabble, and of course chess. But it's not all about winning. The most important thing is to bring.
Nice one, Verde.
Brought our individual players from different organizations come in and know each other, exercise our bodies, and shows that we are one family, and we are happy for the Swan Week and the organizers of this Swan competition. Because it shows that with determination and resilience, such things will occur.
Actually, they have competitive spirit. As you can see, there is a large number of people that came in to participate from all chapters, from NTA, from DATV, from correspondent chapter, BRC, and it's so interesting, so competitive and healthy, and the spirit of togetherness is here. I think it's a very good thing.
Always good to keep fit. Always have to take a sport in fitness. The sport right out of Nigeria about this chapter. organizing their own Swan Week to at least, while they are doing the job of reporting sporting activities across the state, they also get fit by exercising through some sport of football and table tennis that you just saw there. A good one there from Bauchi, Adamu Iman, doing that wonderful job. Now we move away from that particular story. Let's talk about the big one that actually broke out yesterday from FIFA. Well, we had the video assistant referee, VAR, but now they will be experiencing new semi-automated offside technology for VAR at the World Cup. Coming from FIFA there, FIFA saying, well, they've approved it at the new semi-automated machine will be coming up. They will put it inside the ball. That particular sensor will be inside the ball, and then it will have about 12 cameras at the stadium. Let's look at that particular statement from FIFA that has to do with the explanation concerning this particular device that has been brought up by FIFA. Looking at that particular statement there from FIFA, well, it has to do with 12 cameras installed under the roof of the stadium. We capture the ball's movement and up to 29 data points for each player, 50 times per second to calculate their exact position on the pitch. The 29 data sets collected include the limbs and body parts that are taken into account to generate an offside. The ball will include a sensor in the center, which will send data 500 times per second to the video room, allowing it to accurately detect the exact moment the ball is struck. The system will help video refereeing teams and on-field referees to make quicker, more accurate, and more reliable decisions, to improve communication with fans and while the referee is deciding whether it is offside or not. The replay will be recreated on stadium screens with a 3D animation. It will be shown in the stadium and on TV. The offside ruling will be accurate and reliable. The technology is created to help referees make better decisions. Coming from FIFA there, that's a good one. At least we are really advancing. It was VAR, but right now they've come up with at least a semi-automated machine that will make sure accurately offside is detected by putting a sensor inside the ball and also allowing 12 cameras that will be at the stadium to at least get on the players, and any part of their body that touches the ball or movement, they'll be able to detect that. And it will also be shown on the TV screen at the stadium, also across the world. It will be starting during the Qatar 2022 World Cup. Good one coming from FIFA there, as we were looking at FIFA approving new semi-automated offside technology, really advancing when it comes to football. And at least from the way it is, though a lot of people are looking at, well, will it be perfect? We are waiting to see what this particular new technology will be offering football, looking at what VAR has done and all the argument thereabout. We're waiting to see the newly approved self-automatic offside machine there. A good one, at least the World Cup that will be coming on in Qatar will also experience a new technology coming from FIFA there. Now we have to appreciate the fact that FIFA are doing everything possible to make advancement in the world of football. And this will also go down to every part of the world as they start from the FIFA World Cup in Qatar 2022. From there, we move straight to talk about our own league. Let's come back home as we look at the MPFL match day 36. Matches are actually going to be starting from today. 4 games will be on today and have the remaining 6 coming up tomorrow. Let's look at the MPFL as we'll be coming down for this weekend in match day 36. at least match day 36, the league is really winding up and almost finishing now. From the way it is, well, most of the teams are about to ready to see if they can stay on in the Nigerian Professional Football League. Rivers United, already they are champions. They've been celebrated, and really they've done a good job by winning the league even before the game ends. 3 matches to go, they've done it, and they did it stylishly. Congrats to Rivers United as they actually won the league there. Well, they'll be playing also, they'll be playing their game, looking at Adakada, Abia Warriors, Heartland, and Enugu Rangers. They'll be playing today in the MPFL match day 36, while MFM, Remo Stars, Plateau United, Wiki Tourists of Bauchi, Rivers United, the winner of this year's league, and Kwara United will be playing on Sunday. Kwara United will play host to Nasarawa United in the North Central Derby. Well, Kano Pillars, they face Rivers United, although that will be to play for pride. Rivers United are already the champions of the MPFL for this season. Well, Plateau United, another North Central Derby against Lobby Stars. That will be coming up. Now, let's look at the table as it stands after match day 35. Before the match day 36 will be coming up, we have Rivers, who are already champions, with the C standing upright there with 71 points. We have Plateau United, who are still trailing with 10 points with 61 points. Remo Stars are now standing third with 53. Rangers International, Eyimba, Kwara United in that pecking order, down to Nasarawa United in 10th position after match day 35. Wiki Tourists, Lobby Stars, Kano Pillars, they are standing 11, 12, and 13, while at the red zone, those are the teams that could get relegated if you end this way. But for now, they say have grace. They have 3 more matches that will play this way before the league ends. Niger Tornadoes, Heartland, Dakada, and MFM in that pecking order from 17 to 20 when it comes to Nigerian League. But Rivers United, champions of the MPFA. Congrats to them, the team from Rivers State, for what they've done so far by winning the league. Well, for other teams that are still trying to see if they can stay on, try your best. You still have the chance of playing 3 more matches, and then you can still make it happen. Now we move away from there. Let's enjoy a game from Nasarawa United versus Rivers United.
First side to win the African Cup Winners' Cup and to win the continental competition for Rivers United. We have a sharp Emmanuel Nzogwe, just number 22. We have number 15, Pamba Bakar, number 24, Desmond Agbekomo, number 14, Fabian Rowe. including at this very arena, the Federal Stadium, also on the 3rd of July.
We have no business on the track. Leave the track for the officials.
MPFL action there from Nasarawa United versus Rivers United. Although they lost that game, but they've actually won the league. Congrats to Rivers United as they did well by winning the MPFL for this season. We just have to look at those actions there. Now let's go to the one that a lot of people really have been waiting for. The transfer stories here and there. A lot of players moving in the world of football and also in basketball. We'll be starting from the basketball, the NBA, where some players are moving while some are staying. Now let's start from Bobby Portis agreed a 4-year deal of $49 million deal to return to Milwaukee Bucks. He was with them earlier, but now he's coming back to join Milwaukee Bucks in the NBA as he agreed 4-year deal of $49 million concerning Bobby Portis there. Congrats to him and to Milwaukee Bucks for having their former player back to join them after sealing that particular deal in the NBA. Still talking about transfer deal now, we look at another player, Portland Trail Blazers guard Anthony Simons. Simons Ryder is now moving to join. He will be actually extending his contract with Portland Trail Blazers. He's extending it to $100 million. It has to do with 4 years. Well, Simons has been with them, and now he's extending his contract. Congrats to Portland Trail Blazers, and also congrats to Simons there. Good one. And still we look at another one. All-star guard Bradley Beal will be moving right now. He has agreed 5-year, $251 million maximum contract to stay with Washington Wizards. Washington Wizards, they make sure this particular deal is sealed as the all-star guard Bradley is staying with them, and they want to make sure this man that knows how to play basketball actually stay with them. Good one there. Looking at the fact that Jokic also signed a $264 million deal with his team, talking about Boston Celtics. Good one. And at least all these players are showing their talent in the world of basketball. Now we move away from basketball and we show straight to football, talking about the transfer stories now. We talk about Nigeria and Leeds United are currently considering putting a £20 million bid for Emmanuel Dennis. Emmanuel Dennis, after his club relegated, a lot of clubs have been knocking at the door of signing this Nigerian. We heard that Everton also are so much interested in signing Emmanuel Dennis, but Leeds United are considering putting £20 million for this striker. Emmanuel Dennis right now is generating a lot of interest from Everton, Leeds United, and other clubs like even Newcastle United. And if everything goes well, Emmanuel Dennis will be moving away to one of these clubs from relegated Watford. And now still looking at some transfer story, let's talk about Manchester United. Manchester United are closing in on a deal for Christian Eriksen in a 2-year deal worth £150,000 per week, while Brentford, the club that he actually played for, that ended his contract, Brentford, Tottenham Hotspur, Everton, Newcastle, and Leicester are all interested in this player, who Manchester United are also edging so close to make sure they sign a 2-year deal with him with £150,000 per week deal. Well, good one. If you can move to Manchester United, that will be a good one for Eriksen. And now still talking about Chelsea. Chelsea and Manchester City are nearing agreement for England forward Raheem Sterling on his £45 million move to Stamford Bridge. Well, it has been, the news has been going around that he will be moving to Stamford Bridge in a £45 million move, and that particular deal is actually nearing agreement between Manchester City and the Blues. Chelsea concerning Raheem Sterling, the England international, is really generating a lot of interest from the Blues. They want to get him to Stamford Bridge, and if that goes well, they could be announcing him very soon. And now we talk about our own Nigerian Tanzanian club, Azam FC, have completed the signing of Plateau United defensive midfielder Issa Nda after the midfielder passed his medical and agreed to personal terms. Good one for Issa Nda, who formerly was playing with Plateau United of Nigerian Professional Football League. Now he has joined Azam FC of Tanzania there. He has joined them, and he will be playing his football with them there after passing his medical and agree on personal terms. A lot of transfer stories here and there, moving around here and there. At least a lot of players are moving for Arsenal, for Manchester United, Inter Milan. They've got their man back. Lukaku is back. For Liverpool, yes, Mo Salah has put pen on paper to stay with them. And all of that will become more of that. At least a lot of Nigerian players, we are still hoping that will be moving Simon to join OGC Nice, as he could be moving away from Nantes. Not forgetting Chidera Ejuke, who also could be moving from CSK Moscow. Well, a lot of transfer news here and there. We just have to look at this because this is a season where players move away from one team to the other. Well, that will be it on 360 Sport for this weekend, where we're giving you all the activities that broke out during the week and the one that will be happening for this weekend. As we always say, that sport is business and fitness. Always do it. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Have a splendid weekend. Thanks for watching.